Hi everyone, this is Lori with 3 Keys Astrology, and this is your weekly forecast for April the 13th through, which is Sunday, through Saturday, April 19th. In this forecast, we're going to talk about an underlying, you can call it an underbelly of energy that I don't like very much. But more importantly, this is a holy week, and by the 15th, there's some very sweet things happening. So you have a choice, and you should be thinking about this anyway because we're experiencing Lenten. But how much of your life, if you had to choose two leaders, Jesus or Satan, who would you follow? So if you're arguing and you're bickering and you're fighting and you're suspicious and you hate your mom and your dad and your kids and the neighbors, and well, guess who you're following? And that's really the crux of the matter for the entire week. Now, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping and tell you, thank you so much if you're new to the channel. I have some new subscribers, and thank you. It means the world to me that you're sharing my videos and inviting your friends in and ordering readings. For the month of April 2025, on my channel, this channel right here on YouTube, you can see all sign forecasts. Aries, a complete one just for you for the month. Taurus, a complete one for you for the month. Sagittarius, a complete one for you. Libra, a complete one for you. And why did I do that? It's because on my website, www.3keysastrology.com, I have a brand new reading that I'm offering you. And you'll see a little row of bombs on my www.3keysastrology.com website that's pretty and pink and summery and bright. All my services are listed. I have videos there. I blog there. When I have time, I write the weekly forecast out for you manually. There's a lot to see. But the brand new one on that little string of bombs that's rolling says new. And what that is a written reading customized specifically to your birth chart. So it tells you, because we astrologers talk about the energy for everyone, such as Pluto's in Aquarius until 2043, that Neptune's here until I believe 2060 and is staying in Pisces. I just gave the date the other day and I'm pretty sure it's 2060. So those are energies that are staying for the whole wide world. But I'm going to do a written reading for you. They're only $100. People are ordering the entire year's worth or 2 years worth because you can stick those readings in your monthly planners, daily planners, and then measure what's a good day. I explicitly tell you your good days, your difficult days, and what's going on personally for you. People love them. They're wonderful. So you can go order those, and that's why I did those monthlies. Now let's go back to the energy of this week. Two big planetary things are happening. And first of all, happy birthday, all of you Aries. It's a really exciting time, most importantly, for Aries and Pisces. And I mean positive. Because spring is new beginnings, and Easter is new life and a promised eternal life. And so this week we have Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter Sunday is delightful. However, just like the little underbelly of what I'm going to talk about, but the overall energy can way outshine the negative. And that's our crux to bear this week. That's our position in life right now. Are you going to follow Satan? Or are you going to follow Jesus? Are you going to be the light and the peace and the saving grace to others? Or are you going to be the one who's always stirring trouble, never satisfied with anybody, can't get enough of this, don't feel like you're satisfied about that, spend, take, drain everyone? That's your choice. And why that matters is because we've got a building, which I explained in each of your monthly horoscopes. We have a building up of Mars is in Cancer in a not nice position. It's not been nice since last fall. If you want to peruse old videos on the channel, we all have been talking about how difficult that is. And if any of your 3 keys are in Cancer, you've experienced it with infections and not getting along. And I've had it all. My husband and I had walking pneumonia. I've been more angry the last 2 years than I've ever been in my life. And I'm not proud of it, but gosh, things are unsettling out there and in the world. Anyway, Mars is going to be in a complete opposition. It's moving in this week. And then it's finally on the 19th of April, Holy Saturday, going to be at a complete opposition point. And that is not good for wildfires and war. I mean nuclear. Also, volcanoes are spewing. Kilauea Blue is blowing right now, and I know Mount Etna because I'm Italian and have lots of family still in my home country. I'm first generation, and so that's dangerous. The wildfires in the United States alone are leaving a ton of people homeless, and then we have flooding. We've got 5 planets as the month progresses in Aries, which is heat. I did a Neptune in Aries video, Sexy and Sly Neptune. Check that out. It's cute, it's informative, and it talks about some of the things that are going on. Neptune in Aries infers naval wars, fighting on the water, poisoning in the water, an overly heated water that will affect our seafood. And so I'm recommending to everybody, as we progress with Neptune and Aries, we're not going to be able to eat it, and it's not going to be good for sea life. And it's going to be dangerous, and it's not really that good. Anyway, you really have to see the source. And if it's not coming out of pristine, clear, clean waters, which we don't have many of in the United States of America, you can see to the bottom of the water in parts of Italy and Greece where I have been. So be careful of parasitic infection. This Pluto-Mars thing indeed can be that in the body and for health astrology. Back to the week ahead. So underlying the energy for the entire week, we have Happy Birthday Aries because the sun's doing its last tour. By the 20th, Easter Sunday, my beautiful mom that I lost in 1994, it's her birthday. It'll be her heavenly birthday. And a sweet Easter Sunday where people are being confirmed in their churches. There's lots of baptisms. It's a sweet time of the year. And this week, among some other dates in April, are perfect for committed love. So if you're having weddings, I hope you have an astrologer, because some really bad days, which I talked about that month. I don't like the 3rd, which is today that I'm filming. The 13th is contentious, and the 18th is really bad. If you've got birthdays on those days, you're going to have some challenges that need to be worked out and handled. Those challenges are the Mars-Pluto building opposition, and the other one is that the Sun in Aries is opposite of the Black Moon Lilith and the White Moon. The White Moon for this week begins in Scorpio and ends in Capricorn. So it's a fall-winter moon, which means our feelings can be the grace of endings, kind of the sorrowful feelings that we feel. I weep, and I feel like I'm going to explode on Good Friday at church every Good Friday for as long as I can remember. The suffering of the crucifixion makes me want to sob and scream, and it touches me. My littlest daughter, in her 8th grade class at Holy Family Catholic School, reenacted the Stations of the Cross, and my child played Veronica, who wiped the sweat and blood off of Jesus at the Stations of the Cross number 6. And if you've seen The Passion, you know what I mean. And if you're God-fearing and Christian, this is the most important time of the year. With that sorrowful ending, though, comes the new beginning of what is the resurrection. And if you're pagan or into nature, it's our springtime renewal. That's the astrology new year. Aries are exciting people. They're bursting with life and joy, and they just want to get things done. And so the month is going to go fast. So we've got that underlying cross. And what is it when the sun is opposite the moon? Well, as I make this video, we'll have had our full moon in Libra, which is in last week's forecast that I already did for you on the video. So after the moon's in Libra, it's going to go into Scorpio, but it's still in an oppositional point to the sun in Aries. And it's right beside Black Moon Lilith. And what is that? The white moon is the Virgin Mary. The white moon is the mother of Jesus. The white moon is a pure mother, a dignified mother, an honorable mother, a respectable mother who serves her child, her children, the population. The moon is the people, the public. So that's a loving, caring, nurturing moon. Black Moon Lilith is a whore. She's a demon. She's a she-devil, a seductress, a woman who takes from other people and can never be filled. She's the prostitute, the stripper, the thief, the liar, the mistress. That's Black Moon Lilith. And if you break this down to yourself and ask yourself, we all have parts. Everybody's got a Black Moon Lilith. We're born of the earth and we have sinful natures. And that's the reason we need to get closer to God and to get purified and baptized and committed and take vows and be honest. That powerful opposition for the sun, and it lasts until Thursday, until Maundy Thursday. That sun opposition to Black Moon Lilith and the moon in Scorpio asks you, how do you sell out? How do you spend? How are you greedy? What are you taking from other people? How are you selling yourself out? Is it to your job where you're never going to get a promotion and not recognized, or validated? Are you the lover of someone who's married? Are you embezzling from the business? Do you steal other people's joy? Are you always interested in the gossip and the pain and suffering that others go through? And that's your conversation on the telephone, to go hear what you can hear and delight in someone else's pain and suffering so you can tell it to somebody else and have something to talk about? That's all Black Moon Lilith. It's an insatiable desire never to have enough. So it's what's hoarders. People that are compulsive spenders suffer because they're taking this and taking, and they're taking, and they never have enough. It's that superficiality of having cosmetic surgery after cosmetic surgery after cosmetic surgery, because you're not living a soulful life. You're trying to make everything pretty on the outside that's not natural. And so that's a big crux. The beauty is we've got Mercury going into Aries this week on Thursday, and that's the 17th, Maundy Thursday. And then we have Mars moving into Leo. That's wonderful because Mars is way more comfortable and a better and more energetic force. It'll give Leo better health, but it's opposite Pluto. So I shouldn't make that claim, because Mars opposite Pluto can be infection in the body, and quite serious infection. And Mars opposite Pluto is the most horrible two planets colliding and crashing, which will be nuclear, atomic explosions, fires, and problems. In your personal life, that can be emotional explosions and fires and upheavals and antagonism. And as we go through the week, we have some Mars and Moon squares that you need to watch out for. So the entire week, you have two choices. You can rise up and be your higher self and be sweet, full of light, committed to God, and thankful. Or you can drop down and get in the wrestling match, throw your pearls to the swine, wrestle with pigs, lay with dirty people, be unholy. If you want it, it's there all for you. We have this terrible square between the sun opposite the moon for the first couple of days, and then opposite Black Moon Lilith the rest of the week. So the sun is God and Black Moon Lilith is evil, and it's female evil. Then there becomes a square later in the week where mothers-in-laws can be really on their daughters-in-laws, or there can be fights in families over children. And if you want to embroil like that, go right ahead. But I can tell you that there's a diamond in the sky that comes to us. I really like April 15th. Wow. And if you have a telescope and you look up into the heavens, you're going to see indeed a diamond and a grand water trine. That's heavenly and so beautiful for Pisces, Cancers, Taurus. Leo enjoys it. And that is giving us grace and the healing and flowing to move into a better place. There's a whole bunch of reasons why the energy that's good is better than all of that negative, and it's indeed a cross. It's a little fixed and it's a little cardinal, and that's not good. But you have a choice whether you want to live in the light or enjoy the darkness, and you will forever if that's your choice. The sweetest things that are happening this week, all week long, are that Mars and Venus are in harmony. So weddings and committed love and deepening and strengthening bonds with each other, it's so good. Please comment below and tell me your favorite romantic movie. I did this in my private Facebook group that you're invited to. It's 3 Keys Astrology on Facebook. You have to answer 3 questions before I let you in the group, because it's pure and it's good people and they're highly educated, and it's all nice, and we're keeping it that way by its privacy. But but I ask everyone to comment below about their favorite romantic movie, because this is a week when you should be measuring how well you're relating with Mercury moving into Aries from Pisces, and Neptune there. I made a really cute, sly and sexy Neptune and Aries video for you. Check it out, because actually the negative side of that is negative. Neptune and Aries is naval warfare, war in the water, fighting in the water, fighting in the waters of the world, and a fight within the waters of the world. So we need to clean up our waters, where mankind can't exist without clear, clean, fresh water. That's got to be a priority for your senators and your congressmen, and speak up, because we can't survive without it. Back to the lovers. My favorite movie when I was in college in the early 2000s, I studied French and Italian, and I found an author named Peter Mailey. And he was this big financier in London. And when he retired, he and his wife decided to move to France. And it's a lot more slow. England and France in comparison are like Neptune and Mars, nothing alike. The energy and the focus of financiers and people involved in acquisition and financial accumulations are really driven and Aryan. You know, they have a cause, they fight, and they don't take time for aesthetic pleasure, unlike the French and the Italian, who live for love and live to eat and live to enjoy nature. And that's not what people do that are in business and moguls and that little group of very wealthy London financiers. So Peter Mailey has these comical experiences of things don't get done as soon as you want them to. But one of his books is called A Good Year, and they made a film about it. And I love this love story. And Russell Crowe is the leading character, and it is the sweetest love story. You'll like it. Will you comment below and tell us what some good love stories are? Because the more we involve ourselves with music and aesthetics and dining, the way the Europeans live, people come together at the table. There's manners, there's decorum, there's propriety and an enjoyment of sharing your day, how simple it is, how sweet it is. So that's the good energy. And that diamond stays with us through Easter Sunday in this weekly forecast. I do want to tell you Monday is a moon day. If you're born on a Monday, you're a moon child. Tuesday is a Mars day. If you're born on a Mars day, you're a Mars child, Tuesdays. Wednesday is a Mercury day. If you're born on a Wednesday, it's a Mercury day. Thursday is a Jupiter day. That's jovial and happy and aplenty and bountiful. Thursday is Jupiter. Friday is Venus's day. So if you're Venusian, or if you've got a lot of planets in Venus right now, hey Cynthia, you're supposed to be embodying the goddess of love and priming your life for what's valuable and what's important, and getting your moral aptitude in line with your spending and sharing. That's love. And all week long, Venus and Mars are in such good harmony. And to boot, Saturn is there in the North Node, and Pisces are there. So Pisces, come and get your readings. You have fate knocking on your door, changing your life completely, taking you away from painful situations and letting you meet the one that God designed for you. And also just all kinds of goodness coming your way. The North Node in Pisces for everyone on the planet is blessing our Pisces houses, which is spirituality. And having this love and this dedication and devotion for others, for God, for our families. Now, as the week goes on, there's some Mars squares to the moon, and Black Moon Lilith square to Pluto. And in Scorpio, that's family traumas and dramas and crap. And don't be involved in that. We've got Holy Thursday, Holy Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter Sunday. And it would behoove you to direct your energies to becoming a better person. If you don't know what your soul connection is, I can help you. It's my great pleasure to show you your birthright and your strengths and the gifts that God gave you so that you can live happy and healthy. We have a grand water trine, and that's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And that literally is what baptism is. Washing you clean of all your sins, living in the light, pairing with people that have the same Christian values, enjoy the same morality, know how to make commitments, believe in truth and justice. Uranus is in Taurus in this beautiful B sextile with the fixed star Antares, which is about truth and justice. And this week, you can get some incredible insights into how better to see what's dark in me. Do I nag my husband? Am I always bickering? Do I not seem satisfied? Am I bringing up the past? How can I be a better mate? Venus. Well, you shouldn't get married without Saturn because he gives the commitment. That's the everlasting, unbreakable bond, Saturn. And you say, Lori, but I thought Saturn was a death planet. It is. And when we see Venus with Saturn, that's financial security and abundance. That's love, security, and abundance. So that's offered to us too with the North Node in Pisces. Make your commitment holy. Make it honorable to God. And that's all that's going on this week for every single person on the planet. So if you've been married for 50 years, have a celebration and really enjoy your Easter. I love you guys. I'm not going to go through the days of the week because I sort of told you. There's that underbelly, and I don't like it. Black Moon Lilith squares Pluto, then Black Moon Lilith squares Mars. That's fighting about people that are taking their sexuality where they shouldn't, and being unfaithful and disloyal and dishonest. So you can choose. And if you do that, I guarantee you're going to be miserable and you won't have a happy life. But the better energy is the holiness and the North Node in Pisces and all these good things. So I wish you a very happy Easter. I hope you enjoy this week. There's a grand trine, so that means you'll see a triangle up in the stars. You'll see a diamond up in the stars. And if you want to get married, or if get those weekly forecasts for me that are personalized to you, because that's your daily planner. And as I said, I'll feature the great days each month for you and the difficult days and why. And if you're getting married this month, or you're renewing your vows this month, or if you're making commitments or celebrations, or having big parties for baptisms and confirmations, wow, is there some good energy. 3, 13, 18, no. But 15 is sweet. 20 is sweet. We have some really beautiful energy for lovers. So dress up and share with each other. Prove that you care with each other. And renew the most. You get one life. There's a born on date and an expiration date. And I hope that you feel loved and cared for, valued and appreciated. And that you have the capability within yourself to throw that light on the people that you love too. Bye for now. Happy Easter. And you can reach out to me for all of your needs, Astrologic. So check out my website, and thank you so much for subscribing and sharing my channel. And hello to you new subscribers. It means a lot to me that this channel is building and my business is thriving. It's because of you. So thank you for that gift. The last thing I do want to say is we've got a lot of homeless people on the planet. And unfortunately, the Mars square Pluto is war, and then the flooding and the fires with all that fire energy, 5 planets in fire. And then the Mars-Pluto thing goes on until close to the end of May. And that's really hard, guys. So there's a ton of people. If you're Virgo and Taurus, you should be purging and cleansing in a big way. The South Node is in Virgo. So get rid of the items in your house that you're not using. There's a ton of people that don't have homes because of fires and floods and war. Please, please, you can elevate your soul's energy and the light in you by giving. And you can do that with giving kindness and giving love and sharing. And we all have something we can give. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be extremely wealthy, but I do wish you health, wealth, and prosperity, especially spiritual. Bye for now. Happy Easter.